me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
All right. Well, at least I've got someone on my side. I mean, fuck. Oh, alright. That's probably the way to the coal mine. Check this way. Or that could be. Either one could be the way to the coal mine. I'll try this way. I just hope I don't run into a bear or anything again. Wait, I ran into a bear? Yeah, I ran into a bear. I don't know. Or I think I did. Maybe I hallucinated a bear. I could have. I mean, I hallucinate bears quite frequently. No, I don't. But anyway, you know what I mean. You know you don't. Alright. You know, I think at this point, I would not walk into the woods at... Okay, maybe I found the coal mine. Or something. Don't know where the fuck this is. But let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's more cliffs. Yeah, that's more cliffs. There's probably a bunch of pages in this area that I'm just fucking scooting right past. Ow. Run into the railing. That's what I wanted to do. Goddamn. Alright. Can I get in a vehicle and take it? I mean, I think I'm probably going to miss a lot of stuff. But it might be worthwhile. Okay, what is the drive button? That's not it. Ah. Because I want to make sure I don't drive off of the fucking cliff too, don't I? Okay, wee! Ow. Alright, let's keep an eye out for loot on the way. And be careful, because, oh god. Oh god. The traction... Okay, that's brake skid. The traction on this thing is awful. Alright, let's stop and take a look around real quick. Doesn't look like there's anything here. I guess that's the sound of the car switching gears. Who the hell knows? Let's hop out here and take a look in the ranger station. Maybe we can meet our good old buddy Ranger Gord. Yeah, I didn't expect anyone to get that joke. That's a Red-Green reference. One of my favorite shows. It's actually on YouTube for free. I mean, like, actual... The people that did the show put it up on YouTube so people could watch it. It's pretty awesome. I recommend looking it up. I think you want to start with the season of, like, 1994 or 1995. It's hilarious.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well,
No one is-
you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
What?
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and
God
you
damn, this
miss
is like listening to
that chance,
NPR.
it's going forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything. But what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
I actually
Well,
think
no.
I've...
What
My
I am
father
saying is that your
has
potential for finding
a
that
tape
connection
deck that looks
isn't
exactly like
limited
that.
to what's
Or at least a
essentially
radio.
chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I
Well,
guess that's a nice
look
thought.
at his hair.
Let me say something.
That's a nice
here.
texture, actually. They did a
Okay.
good job with that.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly.
Or is it a
but
texture or is
I
it
can't
actual
really
hair?
fit that together
You
with
can
what I
see
feel,
through parts of his hair.
what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And she... I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on
You're dwelling,
her,
actually.
I haven't moved on. I like my life.
Your texture's
I'm not
pretty
living
good.
in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Apparently a few screws. I mean, I agree, because I'm pretty much a hopeless romantic, too. Or at least hopeless when it comes to romance, but, you know. You know, I babble on too much about my girlfriend as it is. Anyway. It's one of those things I try not to talk about her too much, but it happens. I'm gonna take this thing, because it probably has better drive capabilities. Alright, so is that reverse? Yeah, it is. That's reverse / brake. Realistic driving controls, guys. I mean, I'll admit I don't drive, and the only time I ever got behind the wheel of a car, my friend's transmission fell out on the ground, but I'm just gonna say, my assumption is that, the reverse is not the same as the brake. That would be awkward. Oh, there's the coal mine. Alright. Well, get back in the damn car, Alan. I'll just start calling him different A names just to annoy people. I do enjoy the Trollolo. Alright, how about... Because that building has a door. And I hate the camera angles inside of the Jeep. Oh, man. All this classic cars lying around. I mean, they're not real cars, obviously, but they would be classic. Kind of sad. I grew up with a father who's a classic car nut. Not like the ones everyone thinks of when they think of classic cars, like, you know, the expensive ones, but, you know, the neat ones usually, like Model A's, or even weird cars, like the Isetta. I grew to appreciate a lot of weird vehicles from him. Funny story, though. Alright, let's see.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Alright. Anything up there? Can I jump up there? I can. But, anyway. But, funny stories related to that. I wonder if I can kick that bucket down. I want to try. I can kill myself, too. Almost killed myself.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
I'm not even there yet. I'm still on the road, Alan. No, but my father used to, back in the day, know a lot of friends who did street races and so forth. And this is back when, you know, the GTO was new and the best thing ever. And he knew this little, you know, rich kid whose father bought him one for a graduating high school present. And, alright, I'm not too down or well versed on how a manual transmission works, but generally it works is you start out in one gear. When you get up to speed, you pop the clutch, you shift into the next gear, you release the clutch. So that's how it works. You go from 1, 2 to 3, 4, whatever. So he was street racing, and he decided that he would be able to get extra speed if while he was racing, he popped the clutch, dropped it from fourth to first. Because obviously what would happen is it would start over from scratch and he could go faster. So the transmission came up through the floor of the car, like right through the center column. Nearly hit him, nearly killed him probably. Though he wasn't actually harmed, but it flew through the roof of the damn car. My father actually had pictures of it for a while, I think, but this is something that, once again, I tell people, like, no, it didn't. I'm like, well, fuck you, I've got proof. At least I've got, witnesses. Alright, Sarah, alright.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
But, yeah, that was one of those moments,